Y'all already know what it is. The couch don't lie, and we don't hold back. Camera clicks, bass drop. Welcome to the motherfucking Clout Couch. Clout Couch. Clout Couch. Talk that clout. Talk that clout. Talk that clout, sit down, let it out. Everybody got a mic, but they quiet in the drought. We don't do cap, we don't do scripts. Clout Couch, hot takes, talk real, not clip. From the trap to the TikTok trends, we the voice in the back that don't play pretend. No filter, no fake, no off switch here. You say it from the couch, the whole net gon' hear. Talk that clout, talk that clout. Yeah, we viral on the gram and the streets gon' vouch. Pull a mic hot, better watch that mouth. Every guest leave shook when they hit this couch. Clout Couch, clout that clout, clout that clout. Clout Couch, where culture sits down and speaks up.
Yo,
Yeah, he did. Mr. did tell me that he said that he felt good when he got up. And after he said, "What you got?" I didn't know that was being recorded though.
welcome back.
Hey, Maya. You see?
Welcome back, everybody. Today we have the Adam and Wack show. You know, there's gonna be some fucked up things said in this show right now.
Don't forget the
hmm
french fries.
I guess Wack went to the street vendor and go get one of them corns and eat it inside the show. Now, one time, did a street vendor, did he give the street vendor credit for that corn? All right, but
I got one leg to you,
we
Dad.
about to get in this video.
I got one leg to you.
I need cookies because I can't get no beer right now. But let's get into the video. Oh yeah, Clout Couch, where we hmm, Clout Couch, where the culture sits down and speak up. So the recipient of the hot topic today is Wack 100, Adam 22, no jumper, four extras, Matt, Akademiks, Gumby, Hawk, and more. Let's break it down. Let's break it down. Mr. Adam and Wack Show. And like I said, anytime these two get together and talk and have their own show, it's never no good.
Zell, it's real hood shit.
You recording? This is you glazing, sucking up to the Mexican community by eating their delicacies on
I'm
camera.
from Pacoima.
It is you glazing and sucking up to the community by eating a delicacy on camera. I don't know where it's going with that. But hey y'all, I forgot to tell y'all. Go press that like, go subscribe, press the notification bell so you get every time I bring you some mail and comment right under the video. Let's go.
Yeah,
Motherfucker, the corn,
I'm
man.
good on the corn. Thank you.
Have
Appreciate
you
it.
ever
Though.
had one of
Hmm?
these? This shit's incredible.
I think I might have taken a bite or two
we
before.
survived off this shit.
Ugh, this is blasting out of your mouth. This is making me think about.
Who survived off of what? Nobody survived off of that corn. What crazy?
What you would look like doing something else.
See, if I whoop your motherfucking ass right now.
Yeah.
Mm.
No, because I was in an orgy the other day and a guy was doing a move called the corn on the cob or something. I don't even know what he
Hey,
was
bro,
talking
you
about.
really gay as fuck.
No.
You are, bro.
No,
Why you keep calling him gay, but you keep coming on the show? And he keep doing this to you. He's not scared of you. No, bro.
Your
it was
whole
men. It
body,
was men and women having sex. No gay stuff.
Huh?
There was no gay stuff
What you
going
talking
on.
about? A man talking about some crazy shit.
He had a move called like the corn cob or something. But I didn't actually. I don't think I saw it because I was thinking it was gonna be a girl with a
dude
dick
had
like
a move
this.
called the upside down pineapple.
Yeah.
Well,
No, I was banging
We just call this dude gay. But then he bring in, you know what?
a chick with another dude, and the other guy grabs this little Asian girl and has her like this, and he's eating her pussy while banging.
Have you seen that nigga phone recording in his pocket? I don't think nobody see that. Wack phone was recording inside his pocket, bro. That's crazy.
Crazy shit I ever seen. He's got her up here, so her
this got to be on the promo clip. Bro.
pussy's right here. And
Is she straddling the arm or is she?
no, she's sideways. She's like right here, like, but to the side. He's holding onto her waist like this. Her legs are right here, and he's. It was very performative, but I don't know that I could necessarily do that. Oh, this is Uncle Laser's prime.
Uncle who?
Uncle Laser. He left. Okay. So, I'm gonna be honest with you. I ate some of this everything 420 edibles last night. The blue Raz lemonade, and I'm still kind of fried from it. Honestly, like I'm not all the way here right now. I'm not 100%, but I'm trying to hold it together. This coffee's almost out, so that's done.
Boy, they must have gave you a bag. You stay pumping they shit.
No, I just ate one yesterday. It's 250 milligrams.
Everything 420. You can't go 7 minutes on the No Jumper News I said they didn't give bro a bag.
We don't even talk about it on the news. We promote it on the No Jumper show on Tuesdays.
No bullshit. I saw you on the news. We talking about on the news too.
Oh, look at your cool Incredible Diapers hat.
Who?
Your Incredible
Yeah,
Diapers
so,
hat.
My boys around the corner made it.
The Fire Festival of Diaper Brands.
We're both here recording early.
Yeah, because I'm going on vacation for Thursday, Friday, Saturday, Sunday. So I
bro.
had to get this out the way.
This is the second time you made that same trip. Something going on up there.
It's the summer. And we're going somewhere north, not
Nisi
somewhere
going with you?
down south. Who's Nisi?
Your daughter.
How is that my niece? Oh, your niece.
She
Okay.
going with you?
Yeah. No, we're going to leave her home with the dogs.
Are you taking a babysitter with you?
No.
So no babysitter going with you. Okay, you might be on good behavior.
No, yeah. That's like, because you and your girl have made that clear that if you have a kid, that you don't really consider it all that important that you spend time with the kid, that you're just going to kind of get a babysitter, wait till the kid's 6 or 7, and then you start to talk to it.
No, we said that we would have, for one, the conversation started that we would have a surrogate.
Mm-hmm.
And the surrogate...
Well, that's before the kid's born.
No, but after the kid's born...
You get a surrogate parent.
We would keep the individual with us for at least a couple years while we moving around. They'd be with us.
Why the surrogate? Like, why can't it just be a babysitter or a friend, an assistant? Why does it have to be the person that carries the baby?
I look at it like this, right? And this is the way I see it. If something was to happen to us, right?
Uh-huh.
And let's say the surrogate felt like they wanted custody of the child, I would be okay with that.
They have no legal ability to request that at all.
But I would be okay with that if, like, we went down on a plane or some shit.
Okay.
You know what I'm saying?
Isn't there like a family member that would make more sense?
No, not necessarily.
Surrogate really is just a random person.
No, we gonna really map this thing out.
So we've been.
I can't allow her to carry the child. That's out.
You haven't got to the point of surrogate shopping yet, have you?
No.
Oh, it's wild. Because you get to read bios, you get to see photos of the different surrogate options, and then you get to, the bio includes information like, are they on government assistance? Are they overweight? What is their diet like? Do they drink? Do they, you know, and that's what's kind of crazy about it is that as of yet, Lena has not really been able to find a surrogate that she's really that hyped on because, you know, she doesn't want a big fat surrogate, right? Because she's going to assume that they're going to be making unhealthy life choices. But then at the same time, like if you were a 10, if you had, you know, a great husband, if everything was going great in your life, if you didn't need the money, you probably wouldn't be doing the surrogate thing.
That's real.
So it's kind of tricky to figure out who's going to do the service.
Does Lena want a certain race?
I don't think she's concerned with that.
It's like Scott Storch, his surrogate for, what's the crazy lady?
Flo Rida.
Their surrogate was Scott Storch's black baby mother.
So he had a baby with a black woman, and then on his next wife, he said, let's use the black woman to carry the baby.
That's a fact.
I mean, being demoted from like baby mama, like actual partner to surrogate is kind of rough.
What you mean?
I mean, most women would rather be the wife or the woman who is like intentionally being impregnated than the woman who is just like being used to carry the child.
It's like the other child that he has by her. I think maybe the kid like really like that's really my brother.
Okay.
You get what I'm saying?
Well, see, that's the thing about it is when you pay for the surrogate, it's like it might be 70 grand.
70 grand used to be
to
like
the surrogate, but then 40 grand to the agency who basically provides this whole service. So if you know someone in your life that is down to be the surrogate, you can save that 30 grand, 40 grand by just using someone that you know.
And it's a 70 plus a 40.
Yeah, basically it'll cost you like 100 racks on average.
So Lena, she doesn't want to carry the next child.
We're taking a break possibly for this next child. Then maybe we'll go back to her doing it afterwards.
Didn't Jay-Z do that? Did Beyonce, how many did she carry? 1 or 2?
I'm not sure.
We know for sure she carried Blue Ivy.
I don't know. I'm not really tapped in.
And I know somebody else, because I remember them locking down the whole hospital
Uh-huh.
for one of the children.
Really? Yeah, I kind of don't pay attention to Jay-Z lore outside of his music.
Why? You don't like Jay-Z?
No, I like him, but I just don't really give a fuck about his family life or anything.
I mean, it be on the blogs. Like shit. It ain't like we investigating. Just it be there.
I'm just like I don't know what his kids look like.
Oh, okay. Well, you know what? I didn't know what they looked like until Kanye did some crazy shit.
I had never had a conversation about his kids until Kanye said that shit. And then the fucked up thing is that I kept having people tell me like, nah, that's real.
What's real?
What Kanye was saying.
What did Kanye say?
I'm not repeating it, but I had a lot of people tell me like, yo,
you do to people, right?
Kanye is like
saying the truth.
For the rest of you entertainers, what I just did to him is what he does to you.
TJ. Yeah. Yes. Come on. I'm working. Come on. Mm-hmm.
You guys, but you dummies fall for it and you say,
I don't like to talk about people's kids.
No, we ain't talking about that.
T-Rel's kid is going viral. His son is a twerker.
Huh? Let me get the fuck out of here.
It was on Hollywood Unlocked.
Huh?
You want to watch it?
Come on, bro. What are you talking about?
Do you
might
want
have
to
been dancing, bro. What are
Yeah, he was dancing. He was twerking.
What are you talking about twerking, bro? Like, what do you mean by that?
I mean, you've seen twerking, right?
Hey, bro, you gonna fuck around and T-Rail gonna pull up on you, bro.
What's he gonna do? Tickle me? Take a shot? He gonna pull up on me parched.
T-Rail, you brought that on yourself, bro.
Yeah, he's talking about
You're
my
the
kid.
new shit, right?
But I'm a bigger man than him because I'm not gonna make content about his son being in a twerk contest.
How old is his son?
I don't know, like 7 or some shit. Like,
Oh, nah, come on, bro. He ain't. Come on, you.
he's busting it open. I mean, but that's the.
Damn, bro. Couldn't be me. I couldn't stand nobody talk about my son. Definitely if he's 7. I don't give a damn if the nigga twerk. T-Real, you need to pull up on Adam, bro. For real. Cause this is going too far. Oh my God.
Thing is, like, when you don't have a strong male role model,
We ain't doing that.
you might just be a twerker.
I thought his son was maybe like teenager. We ain't doing that.
No.
And then whatever you
Imagine the way he's gonna be throwing it when he's a teenager.
What do you mean, bro?
He's gonna be throwing it back.
Bro, you do know that's a black man's son, right?
Right.
Man, the motherfucker crash out about this, Adam. You gonna find out,
What's he
man.
gonna do?
Huh?
He's gonna take a shot. He's gonna pull up to my section. Glug, glug.
You know what I'm saying? You do know that's a black man's son. He gonna crash out about this. Damn, bro. Damn. Real, bro.
Glug, 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 glug.
You know their whole thing is it was fake. And we know
Who?
he said he never had an issue with Ack.
No, he said he pulled up. He bullied the whole scene. I pull
No, he
up.
didn't say that.
Yeah.
I just called in there the other day.
Don't make
bro.
me call Ack.
I just called in there the other day.
I started to listen to it, and it was just T-Rail going, "Shut your bald ass up! Shut your bald ass!" I couldn't watch it. It was too dog shit.
But prior to that, AD was telling me, Wack, T-Rail never had an issue with Ack. I'm like, come on, bro, that's cap.
This is the world that we live in which you're able to publicly do an entire stream about someone beefing with them, and then after the fact say, "Oh, that was all fake." Like, what made it fake?
It wasn't fake.
In order for something to be fake, we need like some kind of demonstration, evidence. How's it fake?
That wasn't fake.
How's it fake?
You was really on some, Ack can't come out here.
And he bullied the whole scene.
All this old shit. I know he didn't say that, bro. I don't know what he said.
And I realize this is a tired subject, but the funny thing about it, the funny thing about the whole thing is that the reason why Akademiks and T-Rail had beef in the first place is because when they were talking about Dave Free pulling up on Akademiks to talk to him at the concert, T-Rail said that Dave Free punked him, that Dave Free was in his face, bitched him out, etc. And then the irony of that is that now that it's all said and done, T-Rail has admitted that he actually did not talk to Dave Free at all.
What did I say?
He had no clue what the conversation was actually
What
like.
did
but
I
he said,
say?
so he burned his whole relationship with Ack just to say something that wasn't true. And you can kind of imagine that Dave Free wouldn't be hyped on that either.
This what, remember I said, bro, I know Dave Free.
Right.
Dave Free don't want nobody looking at him like he pulling up on anybody on.
I know I don't pause enough, y'all, but y'all gotta forgive me for not pausing because I want to hear the whole scoop. You feel me? Let's go.
Any negative rah. That is not him.
And if he's gonna pull up on somebody and be on some tough shit or whatever,
He's not.
he probably wants to do it on his own terms. He probably doesn't want somebody who's basically viewed by the public as kind of being associated with TDE spreading a fake narrative.
Dave Free is Josh, bro.
Don't do that. I don't know him. I don't even know what he looks like. I'm not doing that to him.
Listen to me.
Sorry.
There's nothing wrong with
shots,
that.
Josh.
Dave Free, look.
You can't imagine Josh pulling up on Akademiks.
This what I'm telling you.
That's kind of hard to imagine.
If Josh say I'm about to go talk to Ak, he means he's about to go talk to Ak. Dave Free is not saying, yo, let's take some dudes over here and ride down on nothing. He's not participating. This ain't no disrespectful shit. Dave Free he's a businessman.
Right.
He's an ordinary dude who's very creative. You know what I'm saying? He used to be the mastermind behind a lot of Kendrick like videos and stuff like that. But he's not a dude to where like problematic.
Okay.
He ain't doing that. If I told Dave Free, let's go over here and ride down on this fool, he's gonna be like, nah, we're not doing that.
That's not me. Would you? I thought you and AD had the thing going on where he had challenged you to a fade.
Who?
Didn't AD say that like you and Ak needed a fade when that whole thing was popping off?
He's scared of Ak.
AD.
Yeah, because
Now, why is Adam starting stuff, man? I don't understand this, bro. Starting stuff with AD, starting stuff with T-Rail, and AD is not scared of academic, bro. And that's real. So I don't know why y'all throwing that narrative that AD is scared of academics. Wow. It sound like y'all scared. That's what it sound like to me. For real.
because he know if Ak don't
But he
want
challenged him to a fade.
but see, I said AD. How do you feel that these dudes pressured you into burning the bridge and saying Ak, right? And then turns around.
Confused by compliance? User-Centric's cookiebot
And runs into him.
Takes a shot.
And
He
takes
took a shot. He was parched.
I don't even know if I should show you this shit though, bro.
Oh, no.
Because look, Ak told me, said, yo, Wack, the dude is fucking asking me, could he come hang out with me and shit, right?
Wait, T-Rail was asking Ak if he could hang out in Turks?
Hey, bro.
Stop it. You're about to make my week.
Hey, bro.
Hell no. There's no way. That would be... No. You see this smile on my face? This ain't no acting smile. This is a real smile. No. You're not going to show me that.
Yo, listen, bro. Listen, he told me...
I might need to eat some more of these edibles. Melt them down. Go put this in the microwave. I need to melt them down and drink 3,000 calories of cannabis.
It's crazy.
You don't have this.
Yes, I do.
It's taking too long. It's being knocked down. I'm not as hyped as I was like 45 seconds ago.
Look, bro. I had to tell him to look out for him. That's the day before the yacht. That's why he let him go on the fucking yacht. That text is why if you call Ak right now, straight up, blind right now, and say, why did you let T-Rail on the yacht? Watch what he tell you. I told him to look out for him. He said, yo, this dude is asking me.
Wow.
I'm telling you.
That's crazy.
You see that?
T-Rail was asking Ak to come on the boat after the fact. He's probably sick of being like, I feel like Paul Pierce was probably treating him like the pool boy.
He probably like wasn't answering the phone.
He probably tell him like, hey, can you go do a load of laundry, take care of these
He probably
towels?
was like not answering the phone. You know what I'm saying? And like, hey, what we doing? And so, T-Rail wanted to feel like he had his own thing, but he didn't have nothing going on. Like anytime I'm going somewhere with somebody and we got a agenda, cool, if the agenda's not sent to me before we leave,
Yeah.
I create shit that we're doing anyway.
Okay.
Because I'm not going to be sitting around with my.
Yeah, Adam. I mean, not Adam, but Wack. Yeah, I know. Every day show, you talk about how you show this person to that, how you show this person to this. I brought him in. I did this and I did that. Nobody do shit on their own ever with you. That's crazy.
A chick, like, well, I'm waiting for him to answer the phone. Which way did we go? Which way? That's just crazy. Some
I've never
PI
really
shit.
been the guy who had like a rich friend and was sort of like just mooching off him. The closest, honestly, was like back in the day when it would be like, Lil Pump going to a big ass Coachella performance and like you're like
But it's a bunch of y'all.
you're like a few of the homies hanging out, but you're kind of like just waiting until whenever he's ready or whatever. And it was kind of like that with Juice World sometimes too, because they were
Why
just,
did you and Lil Pump? Y'all was good, right? Y'all
no, we're good still. Yeah,
So y'all good right now today?
yeah.
So y'all-
We've been talking.
So y'all,
I'm gonna go to Florida and film it. I want to do like a whole video about like what became of the SoundCloud rappers, about him and Smoke Perp and shit.
got you.
Tell people
I was
about
always
their
wondering
lives.
why did y'all fall out?
Actually, like I didn't know for a long time, but then he ended up telling me that he basically was just pissed off because the No Jumper page was posting like negative narratives about him.
And he felt you was in control of that.
Yeah, which is, I mean, honestly, I have almost no involvement with what the fuck is going on with the No Jumper Instagram, but I mean, I understand how that was not attentive to his feelings, so I get it.
Gotcha.
What did you see the receipts that I posted from Drake speaking about Loose Cannon?
Bro, this dude lied about his whole life, bro. Like, one thing we can say, Big Gigi, his wife, she ain't bro. Because this dude, to me and you, he made it seem like there was a relationship there.
Yeah.
I didn't, I like, remember the Drake feature? Remember? I'm like, I don't know where that came from, but Drake pretty much told you.
I mean, he sent me the screenshot that proves basically that he has never spoken to Loose Cannon, that he doesn't know anything about him. And the messages that Loose Cannon was sending to Drake were not the kind of messages that indicated that they had ever had anything to do with each other off camera. Really, it was like Loose Cannon just begging for him to repost his content over and over. And I saw a clip in the Reddit or some, maybe on one of the fan accounts that was basically Loose Cannon speaking from prison or from the jail about the fact that I talked about him last night. And instead of debunking me in any way or saying that I was full of shit or that Drake was confused or any of the excuses that he might have used that would actually make this make sense, instead his whole argument was, you seen it. They got to talk about me. They got to talk about me every week because they ain't got nothing else to talk about.
Bro,
God
let me
is
ask you
good.
a
They're
question.
talking about me.
Let me ask you a question.
A, when's the last time we talked about you? B, please stop lying. You are not the topic of conversation. If anything, me bringing you up right
You're the
now
butt of the joke.
is useless because nobody gives a fuck about the Loose
me
Cannon
ask
thing.
you a question.
If I had brought this information to the table 3 months ago, now we're talking. But as of right now, nobody is a so I'm sorry, Luce, but that excuse really does not hold water.
Let me ask you a question.
Sure.
You're a guy that keep up with all kind of shit. Every time I come in here, you at this computer and you're researching. I think I kind of had to fight you a little bit to even get him into the table, because you was like, who the is he?
Yeah.
I keep telling people, I got to take the hit because I introduced him to the world.
I don't remember you even asking. I think you just like showed up one day with him and you were like, hey, this guy is going to come on. No, because the first episode when he was with his girl, I was open to that because I thought they were kind of an interesting little duo.
Yeah, she was half naked running around here. I'm telling myself, God damn, but why, it's men around here, put some clothes on. But I think she was trying to get your attention.
She got it.
Yeah, because she was naked.
She got a whopper sticking off her backside.
Yeah, whatever that. I mean, with me, is like when it gets to a certain point, it's just fat. You know, it's a cutoff line with me.
It almost
Oh,
has like
body, then
a horse vibe in the back.
Yeah.
I'm not saying that in a negative way, but her ass kind of looks like the
the
ass
walk
of a
and
horse.
everything.
Yeah, but do you think that she's sticking around for all this shit? You think because they were telling me last night that when you watch the YouTube content of Loose Cannon, that he's not talking to her anymore. He's talking to a random fan.
He's talking to 2-3 other dudes. She's smart, man. Listen, for him to even put her in a line of fire to do that shit, he didn't care about her because you know what comes with it. So and like a lot of
So
things.
you think they might be done?
No, I think she's gonna hang around until she sees it's dark.
He's still trying to convince her that he's going to get out with time.
He's telling her he's gonna cooperate. He's telling her he got a way out of there. Now I will tell you this: Big U sends word. He sent word that look, tell Wack and 600 and them, I need them to have somebody in court because Luce been going to court without everybody else.
And so there's nobody to transcribe
He
what's happening?
sent word through his homeboy, Kenny Kingpin, right? Everybody's still connected in their own little way.
Okay.
So we got to do it on our team that talks to Kenny every day. Right? And Kenny will call me if he needs to, but, he like, yo, something going on with dude. Big U will know first, right? But he like, dude ain't right. He's cooperating. He's doing something. So then when she puts out this clip, yes, my husband is getting himself separated from the Rico. Here's the thing, and you can ask Aunt Hefe about this when y'all back on. You ain't gonna just get separated from a Rico without going to court.
Right.
You gotta file things and things of that. And if for them to separate you, kind of kills off the Big U empire.
Right.
Because you're one of the robbers, right?
Yeah.
So we already seen what he was attempting to do on the Money Mike murder.
I mean, what incentive would they possibly have to remove you from the RICO when they charged you in the first place, unless you were
there it goes
participating and cooperating?
But again, like I told you, like dude them be getting like 800 views in 6 hours and shit, like some BS. So he's dead in the water. They can do what they want to do. Sharice ain't crazy. That's really her page. She had that page prior to him. And the little dudes he got going on there, they ain't nobody. They'd be like, bro, what does it pay you? A 10-minute phone call, 1,000 views. Like, what do you?
Honestly, you might make like $10.
Well, he all right.
I think, yeah, that makes sense, right? Yeah, like
he's all right. Listen, man, they dropped Shannon Sharp.
Who did?
They just fired him.
I didn't even know that. Really?
Yeah, they fired him, bro. He settled with the chick for the $50 million, I guess.
And then who dropped him?
Oh
wow.
What was that? ESPN.
ESPN cuts ties with Shannon Sharp over settlement out of sexual assault lawsuit. I would have thought that the settlement would have made it so that they could continue to deal.
That's what I thought. Because remember, you had $100 million play on the table.
Yeah.
I thought she was dumb. She should have let him sign that, then filed it. But I thought him settling with her, some of the proceeds was that.
Yeah. But I mean, we're in a world now where it's like, how much does ESPN really provide Shannon Sharp with? He could just do his podcast. I don't really feel like he's that dependent on their cosign, right?
Club Shay
Right.
Shay, is that?
Nah, he could just do his podcast. Club Shay Shay is making money. He don't need to depend on ESPN.
That's him.
That's him.
Yeah. I don't even. What was he doing for ESPN? Was he just like doing like color commentary type shit?
Whatever he was doing, they was paying him.
Okay. I guess he's just like one of the commentators on the show, basically.
And when somebody like ESPN drops you, across the board, it's gonna be a flush.
Oh yeah, that makes everybody else scared to work
you're
with
not.
you.
Yeah, you're not finna.
So yeah, he hasn't been on the network since April, but yeah, they got rid of him, which is too bad. But I mean, really, at the end of the day, like I don't feel like he's all that dependent on that. The right wing sort of like, political world is so full of people who are not advertiser friendly in any way, could never be on camera on behalf of an ESPN or a Fox, and they're still doing quite well for themselves. As long as he has fans, he'll probably go in more of a crowdsourcing type direction where maybe he's getting, his fans to give him $5 a month or some shit like that. Or maybe he just leans more into the ads and everything. Cause in reality, I feel like his shit is like very strong on an independent level.
Yeah, definitely. His views is crazy. How you feel about Trump saying black people built this country?
Did he say that?
Yeah.
What, recently?
Yeah.
I mean, there's no denial that some percentage of the manual labor in particular was done by black people in early America, but it almost feels un-Trump-like to even acknowledge that. He's always trying to draw attention to white grievances as opposed to, acknowledging the plight of the black American.
Well, I think his balance is good. Trump tends to he'll come in, he'll do something crazy for white America to make the blacks say, hey, man, what's going on? And then he'll come in, pardon Larry Hoover, the blacks built this country, and then says, I'm going to pardon Diddy.
Right, but everything that he does now needs to be viewed through the lens of are you doing this to take attention off of other things that you don't want to talk about? Because it feels like the Epstein thing is like the one thing that his fan base is actually moved by. Joe Rogan, Andrew Schultz, a lot of these top commentators that have had his back for however many years are kind of looking at Trump now like, so you're not going to tell us anything about the Epstein shit. You're not going to release information. We have tons of information that suggests that you're all wrapped up in these files. And then meanwhile, you want us to care about random bullshit. You want to start talking about how Obama needs to be prosecuted. You want to talk about how the Redskins need to change their name back, all this shit. And even his fan base is looking at this like, we don't care. We want you to get to the bottom of this Epstein thing. And until you do so... Why? Because he promised for years and years and years that this was explosive information, that the Democrats had been hiding it. He claimed over and over and over that he barely had a relationship with Epstein. We're now kind of learning that Epstein might have been the closest friend that Trump has ever had throughout his entire life. So now I feel like Trump's fan base is finally really looking at him skeptically, and Trump, I don't know if it's enough to really ruin his base, but it feels like, if the election were held today, this is the kind of thing that would actually really impact.
It's too late. He already in there.
Yeah. But
and I'm gonna be real. The black folks, we don't give a damn about what's going on with Epstein. What we care about is what things you can put in position for our communities to benefit from. Epstein's a white dude, right? Look like you a little bit.
I've never heard that before.
Y'all favorite a little bit.
No, I've never heard that before, but...
He got a beard?
I don't think so.
Yeah, I think he does.
No.
Right? We don't give a damn about Epstein. I mean, look, if he did something to the children, I hope the children are all right, but end of the day, that's something that was happening in Caucasian land that really ain't our thing.
I don't know if he was taking part in young black girls, but he certainly was having sex with a lot of very, very young
I've
white
seen
girls.
Epstein Island. I've been out there.
If you saw a video of Trump f***ing a 16-year-old, would that be enough for you to turn your back on him?
Depending on what state he was in.
So you're more concerned about the legality of it.
Well, see, here's the thing, right? And I tell people this. If his ass in California, I'm going to look at him weird. When I was raised, I was raised and grew up in California. So in my head, 18, 18, 18. People in Nevada, New Hampshire, New Jersey, right? 16, 16, 16, Georgia. New York is 17. There's more 16-year-old states.
What if she was an age that was not legal in any state? What if she was 13?
Oh, yeah, then he's a pedo.
Right. But would that get you to actually turn your back and speak out against him? Because that's what we haven't really seen the supporters do.
Yeah, at that point, I believe they could remove him from office.
I don't know.
Yeah, bro.
I guess they could charge
Trump
him, but
having sex with a minor, and that footage came up, yeah, he's out of there.
The thing is that even if there was footage, it's probably not going to be conclusive enough. He's going to say it's not really him. He's going to say the girl was of age. He's going to say all these different things, and I feel like at a certain point, it's just going to they're not going to be able to prove it conclusively enough. Even if they have a modern interview with the girl where she says that he did it, I feel like he's still going to be able to somehow worm his way out of it. Like he's wormed his way out of it.
The thing about it, they don't have this.
Well,
they're saying because he's this guy's friend, just because he's his friend, maybe they did some business. This dude was a billionaire, right? So just because he's his friend and they did business doesn't mean Trump was involved in his pedophilia.
I agree with that, but there's a lot of like little things. You know, there was a note from Trump that he wrote to Epstein where he said, "May every day be another special secret," or some shit like that, which a lot of people are looking at that like, that's weird. And there's even like, you know, writings that Trump did where he mused about the fact that one of their main things that they had in common was a love of women together, although Epstein tended to like them a little younger. Like, this is actual shit that Trump said. And
Women.
given the context
He
of
said
him,
women, not little girls.
yeah, but he said that he liked them on the younger side, which, you know, honestly,
Well,
I mean,
Trump
given that we know that Epstein was this prolific pedophile, it is kind of weird that you have multiple instances of Trump basically talking about secrets and young girls and shit. I mean, that's kind of odd, right?
But look, you and C-Mac got secrets.
Crip Mac?
Yo, you and Brick Baby got secrets.
What are my secrets with Crip Mac?
I don't know. I'm pretty sure it's things only you guys talked about.
You're implying that me and Crip Mac have done gay things
No,
together?
that ain't what I'm saying.
No.
That's not what I would never say that. I don't think Crip Mac's gay. And what I'm saying is everybody got some information they only share with an individual. That's the secret, right?
But if me and you were no longer cool, neither of us would be able to credibly accuse the other of pedophilia.
No, I mean, what do you mean? Like, I don't know what the hell you did. I hope you ain't did nothing like that. You know what
I mean, I can say whatever I want about you, but
I don't. Yeah, but what
it
I'm
would have to
saying
be a
is,
total lie.
you think when they doing business, some of the shit they do, the underhanded shit they do to get their way, to get these contracts, you think him and Elon Musk don't have any secrets? Elon came in there, secured a bunch of crazy contracts, and then made it look like it was an issue, so he got out of there.
Well, it's funny
which is
that
all
you
smoke and mirrors.
say that because Elon basically accused Trump of being a pedophile.
He said those words?
Not those words, but he said Trump is in the Epstein files.
Okay. A lot of people's in the Epstein files. Remember that whole list came out
But the
of
thing is
everybody that been to the island? Everybody that been to the island didn't participate in the activity with the kids.
But keep in mind, Elon said this at the peak of them beefing. And the thing is that we already know that Trump spent tons of time hanging out with Epstein. That's not news. So that's not the slam dunk that Elon was suggesting. But he did say that he was in the Epstein files. And this is the other thing, is that the Epstein files are the thing that Trump refuses to release, and people like Dan Bongino and Kash Patel, et cetera. These were all people who are very, very vocal about Epstein's list being released once Trump came into office, and now Trump's base feels very betrayed because he's not willing to provide this information. And Trump is actually lashing out at his fans for wanting this information that he previously told them that they deserved and that he would introduce to them. I'm not somebody who was terribly invested in all of this beforehand. It's only now, seeing how guilty Trump and all of his subordinates are acting, that I'm like, oh, okay, well, it seems like something fucked up is going on, because you guys all are clearly trying to draw attention away from this and are not handing over the information that you claimed like a few months ago that you had.
See, I knew it was a cover-up.
My competitors think I have a 10-person team, but in reality, I'm just one guy with an AI employee. When you're a solo founder, the job titles stack up fast. You're the CEO, the sales team, the project.
When they came with the Martin Luther King files.
Yeah, exactly. There's another thing that nobody gives a fuck
about. When they
came
with those files, I said, okay, they're trying to keep some attention on something else.
Yeah.
Now, my thing about it is this. Now, walk with me. Do you think if Trump was in those Epstein files in a foul manner, that they wouldn't have brought that up during the election?
No, for sure. Because, I mean, keep in mind that
Biden's in office.
Joe Biden was in office until very, very recently.
Now, do I think his name is mentioned in there? Do I think he did business with Epstein? I'm just looking. I'm not one of them people you could throw something out and I'm like, oh, bro, Biden was in office. He despises Trump, right? He would have definitely exposed that. So them saying Trump's in Epstein files, okay, they came out with a list of celebrities that have been to Epstein Island. That don't mean those celebrities went there to do something crazy. You get what I'm saying?
And previously, I would have had your back in that. But the way that he's acting, as if there's something so damning that they don't want released in these files, that really makes me feel like, oh shit, he's hiding something.
Do I think it's something in there that he may be held to answer to? Definitely. Do I think it's sexually related to children? No. Do I think it's business related to somehow, some way doing what he does best? Yes. I think if it's any foul play, it's on the business side. Ain't no way Biden would have let that go. Think about it. Like, bro, his VP is running against him.
I agree.
This is who he wants in office, right? He knows his family's protected, his son, memory partner's son, all that to be protected with her in office. So do I think it's some foul play in there when it comes to Trump? Yeah. Sexually with the children? No. If it was that, it would have been exposed.
Well,
but it's
on
something there
Trump.
because
He's the only person who can release this information.
What you mean?
I mean, nobody else is going to be able to officiate it being released than him.
Our government,
If there's nothing to hide, then he could easily soothe our concerns right now. And he's not.
No, you're right.
Instead,
But what
he's
I'm saying,
scrambling around like a chicken with his head cut off, talking about all this other random
so
shit.
you're saying he's going to delay it until he's out of office?
Well, that's what has been his strategy with a lot of things. Like, that's basically what he's always been doing with his tax returns. Tax returns typically get released when you're running for president. He said, no, I can't because I'm being audited. People said that doesn't make any sense. Here we are, over 8 years later, we still don't have the tax returns. So I feel like Trump is a master at sort of running out the clock and creating attention around other things to distract people from the thing that he doesn't want people to talk about. This might be the one thing that he's not able to run that game on because his fan base is very invested in this.
He don't give a damn about no fan base.
He does. He follows the word of his fan base. When he's at his rallies, he says something and he sees what gets response, and he tends to go in the direction of his fan base. And that's why a lot of things that you could reasonably assume that he doesn't actually believe, like, for instance, Obama being from Kenya or whatever. Like, I don't think that Trump is actually stupid enough to believe that, but he gets a response from his fan base. So it's something that he's used over the years because his fan base went with it. And the Epstein shit is the same thing, where it's like, maybe Trump doesn't have anything to hide. Maybe Trump was just using the Epstein shit as a way to, rally his fans. But now he's in the position of looking like a massive hypocrite, unless he finds a way to placate them.
He's bro, one thing we know about Trump, all his life, he's found a way.
Yeah. But even that's going to run out.
I thought you were a Trump supporter.
No. We've talked about this enough for you to know that that's not true.
No?
I mean, there's things that he's done that I'm in favor of.
Oh, okay.
I think we should have built the wall. I love my Rasa, but I think a wall would have been nice. I think that the way everybody acted like the wall was so offensive is kind of crazy.
So you're anti-Mexico.
No, I'm anti-illegal immigration though. I think we need a tight border.
So you're with the ICE people?
No.
You're pro-ICE?
I think a lot of what they're doing is kind of gross. But I think in general, we need to be very strict about our border. And I think the wall would have easily accomplished that, or something that's effectively like a wall. Instead, the Democrats rallied behind the idea that the wall was racist. And then Trump basically won this election because he was stronger on immigration. The left didn't really have a way for them to say, like, yeah, we care about immigration, once they had called the wall racist for all those years. And he barely talked about the wall this election cycle.
Yo, 4 extras looked at my story. Couldn't believe it.
Oh, shit.
I left him a message.
What'd you say?
Stay focused.
What is he focused on right now?
No, whatever it is, I told him I might have told him get focused.
Uh-huh.
But he left me. I was like, oh, shit. All right. I haven't heard from him.
Uh-huh.
You know what I'm saying? I haven't heard from him.
I haven't heard from him either. And apparently he doesn't seem like all that concerned about doing an interview or doing any kind of content.
Nah, he knows you're a snake. He knows that.
How am I a snake? I'm the one who was paying him for all those months. He's the one who decided that he had greener pastures out there and that he was going to go get cashed out for doing another piece of content somewhere else.
I mean, he would have got the money if you wouldn't have blocked it.
He would have kept getting paid by me all these months.
You went on the news talking about, hey, I'm cool with it the whole time. You blocking shit.
What did I block?
2-3 of his opportunities getting paid.
How? The only person I talked to was Vlad, and Vlad told me that he had already rejected the amount that 4Extra was asking for.
Why you didn't offer him something?
Because I had already been paying him, and then he did not contact me or offer me this content in any way, which made me feel like,
why didn't you just send in an offer?
Who am I going to send it to? He didn't respond to me. Changed his number, actually, after he blew his hand off.
You could have sent it to Lupe.
This is my thing. I don't chase pussy. I'm not saying that.
Yo,
Don't try to twist this metaphor.
Yo,
But I'm saying
no.
there could be the baddest bitch in the world, and if I gotta fight for it,
Hold on.
I don't want it.
Yo, Adam, let me tell you something.
It's a metaphor.
I got a call from my homeboy, right? I grew up with him named Tremaine Barsman. And I lost communication, and somehow he ended up moving to LA and being from Rolling 60s. I had no idea until about a month ago, right?
Okay.
He did about 20 something. He calls me this morning and said, hey, I know you. We grew up together. I said, what? He said, Adam has no filter. He's a white dude who will never comprehend loyalty like that. So, you just made me realize.
The only loyalty that I'm being asked to abide by is like the most insane, manipulative bullshit.
You just referred to 4 extras as a bitch.
No, I did not. You see, I speak as if I'm talking to adults, and you're going to interpret what I said as if you were a child.
You always refer to your chat.
It's a metaphor.
Right? No, yeah, but see, I'm starting to understand.
Hey, and for the record, though, anybody can take it however they want to take it. I don't give a fuck.
See, that kind of shit. See, that
again,
shit.
I'm talking to grown-ups. I'm not stooping down and communicating like a child.
But we're talking about a man.
No, but I'm just saying.
So we should never use.
It's a metaphor. So I'm not saying he's a bitch. I'm just saying no matter how hot a girl is, I'm not chasing her.
But what I'm saying is, when we're obviously talking about an individual, your mind doesn't register. Don't say this now.
It's a metaphor.
Yeah, but all metaphors ain't designed to be said about certain shit. But I'm getting it. See, you're really in front of me, and I can see that you're really like, what the fuck you talking about? You really not comprehending, and it ain't your fault. It's just that coming from where we come from, and to you like, hey, bro, I'm using this as an example. I know what we're talking about, but what I'm telling you is because you used it while we were talking about what we're talking about, we're going to take it like you're calling him a bitch.
No. But I wasn't.
I'm telling you. No, I hear what you're saying.
I'm using a woman as a metaphor.
So you don't understand that I'm saying?
No, I get what you're saying. I get what you're saying. I'm just saying that's how like a fifth grader would interpret it.
See, now you just took another shot.
No, but I'm saying by the time you were like by the time you were able to graduate high school, I think that you should be able to understand the idea that if I'm doing a metaphor, I'm saying, Wack, a podcast is like a sandwich. You've got your bread, you've got your vegetables, you've got your meat, you've got your sauce.
That's different. I get that.
And I think that you would be able to understand and not say, well, Adam, a podcast is not a sandwich. You can't eat a podcast.
That's not where I'm going with this. Where I'm going with this is...
No, this is exactly...
No, I'm not. Because I get that, right? Nobody would take it any kind of way. When we're talking about an individual man, and we're talking about an individual that we knows sees shit one way. Let's come down, right? We both understand 4 extras, I think, right?
Yeah.
All right, so for us to be talking about this man... And for you to reference anything that has to do with a bitch or a woman, I think you could have found something else that fit and was a little more appropriate. I get what the sound I would, yeah, you get it, I get it. Because you're going to say, this is like the bread and this is like the meat, and I get it, right?
The reason why that is the metaphor that jumps into my mind immediately is because...
You're an asshole.
It often occurs to me...
That's why, just say it.
No, all of my... podcast co-hosts are kind of like little different mini romances.
You just did it. What do you mean by that? What is a mini romance?
In the sense of like, it's not like I'm actually having sex with most of my co-hosts. Obviously, there are exceptions like Brig Baby, but like what I do is it's kind of like you meet someone,
Whoa. No, I didn't hear that. He said some exceptions like Brick Baby. He saying like I have sex with most of my co-hosts, but there's some exceptions like Brick Baby. Yeah, Brick Baby. I feel sorry when you get out, bro. This dude, he said he had you having sex with you, bro. Like he was clapping your cheeks, bro. No, didn't. Yeah.
Form a bond, a connection of sorts, and then hey, maybe that person decides at one point that they want to go find out if there are better opportunities out there. Maybe they don't want to be in a relationship with me. Maybe they want to go and try to see if they could form a relationship with somebody else.
So you don't.
That's okay. That's
Okay,
fine.
listen.
They can do that.
So you haven't.
I'm not going to chase them.
You haven't really sat back and thought about anything that may have rubbed him the wrong way.
When I was
If you could do anything different, let me ask this: would you have done anything differently?
Yeah, I would have teleported to Vernon Avenue and I would have yanked the M80 out of his hand and I would have thrown it all the way to the outside.
Wait, her
No, I mean, what am I going to do differently?
I'm
With
just
no All-American.
asking you.
The only thing
If
that
you
I'm
said
aware
you would
of,
have handled it all the same way, didn't
the
it?
only thing that I'm aware of that he's mad about is something that I would not apologize for and I would never compromise on, which is I do podcasts and we talk about what's going on. And sometimes I might be doing a podcast with someone who doesn't get along with somebody else, and I'm still going to have a conversation with them about the thing that we're talking about.
Out of everybody you sat down with, right? And I'm not even talking about you sitting down with them, right? But I think I would have controlled the Gumby slander at him. I wouldn't.
How am I going to control Gumby?
Wait, that is on
Gumby's his own
screen.
man.
I'm not saying you sitting down with him. It's whatever. Gumby's a funny dude. You know, he's a character dude, right? But I think when it came to him attacking 4Extras, I think that the King Pill shit, he had been coming
For the
in.
record, though, that was way after 4Extra had already cut ties with No Jumper and stopped speaking to me because the original thing, like
Was
the
King
King
Pill and,
Pill,
Munchie
Munchie
B.
conversation,
That's a
all
given.
that's like a month before the Gumby episode or whatever.
That's a given. The King Pill Munchie B shit is a given.
Right.
That's been going on.
But then like Gumby is someone that I had been trying to get on the podcast for a couple months at that point. We finally made it happen. The idea that I would censor him talking about 4Extra's hand. I mean, why would I do that? What the like?
Well, I
he
think
can talk about it. It's in the news.
I
It's not like
think
it's a secret.
No, let me tell you what's happening, Adam, and I think you don't understand this. It really ain't you know, because, bro, if you in the streets and you call yourself a gangbanger, when you bring your ass up here and sit at this table, all them politics and all how it's supposed to go and what it is in the county jail and prison in the hood, that shit doesn't exist in here. Period. And I think what's happening is, and it ain't on you, a lot of the characters that we see on social media happen to be gangbangers, right? But some of them, like Hawk, I believe Hawk gets it to a point to where he knows it got to be a little giving it, because you said some crazy shit to Hawk.
I just emailed you something that you can pull up. What
You
did I
said
say?
some crazy shit to Hawk that I was like, okay, maybe he's in the right state of mind.
Like what?
Somebody was talking about it's their birthday, and whenever somebody was up there with you, and he was like, oh, I can't go. Maybe it was Lush or something. I don't know. I can't go 'cause my kid is due or some shit like that.
Oh,
right?
and I said,
And you said, fuck your kid.
I was like, fuck the kid. You got a podcast.
Right
No.
then, the Hoover Hawk that we know would have flipped out on your ass. See, but you...
That's such a retarded thing to flip out about. I
See,
don't
the
believe
fact that you're saying that,
Yeah.
I think I'm the only one that can really isolate the crazy shit you say.
I love that I do a podcast where it's so obvious that we are joking around, that we're having fun, that offensive jokes are part of it, and then we have a whole mob of fans out there that are
real?
so committed to finding offense in everything. They want to sow division between the hosts so bad, and then the hosts don't give a f***, and they're just like with the pitchforks just rallying. No, you
Let me know
have
when
to
you're
be
done.
offended by this.
Let me
It's
know when you're
so
done.
pathetic, and we shouldn't even be giving airtime to these kind of pathetic opinions.
Okay, you done?
Sure.
Okay, now, Hawk mentions he has a kid on the way. I can't pretend. You tell Hawk, and you're saying it was out of fun. Fuck your kid.
I would love to see it so that we could actually show how obviously sarcastic I was being
you
in the
said it
moment.
out of fun, though, right?
Because Hawk's opinion, or what he said, is
He didn't hear you.
I'm not gonna. No, I seen like a comment where he was responding to somebody talking about this, where he said, like, I'm not
called
gonna
it.
get out of pocket over something that was obviously a joke.
No,
What the
no,
f- is wrong with you?
No, he didn't hear you at the time.
No,
What
but he responded to it on Instagram.
What he was able to do, because people kept telling him about it, was go back and look at it and then see afterward. You said, obviously you didn't hear me. I made a joke about whatever.
Oh, I did clarify. Right.
Right? So he was able to see the whole thing. I'm talking about the Hawk, that the people know, any man, right? And I got you in the trick bag on this one. When somebody mentions their kid and a man says, "Fuck your kid," right? It's immediate response. Now, why did I tell you I don't give a fuck what you say about T-Rail? He got that coming. Because of what?
Because his son's throwing it back in a circle?
Yeah. Because he said, well, you know what? I really can't say nothing. Because he said something about your child.
And no, the reason why it was so obviously a joke is because I have never disrespected anybody's kids on this podcast aside from one person, T-Rail.
So let me ask you something. Do you think disrespecting somebody's kid should be in the joke category?
I think it's certainly something you can make jokes about, yeah.
You believe that shit?
That you can make jokes about having children? Yeah, of course.
No, about somebody's kid. Like, say you believe the words "fuck your kid" should be in the joke category.
I mean, how many times have you watched a stand-up set and seen the comedian make jokes about their kids and other people's kids?
Their kids, yeah, but I'm just telling you, you're on a whole nother planet because you ain't bullshitting right now. You're looking at me like, hey, what the fuck, it was a joke.
No, because you're trying to like stir up some kind of imaginary controversy and imaginary offense where in context, when it was a bunch of people who are actually cool on a podcast together, there wasn't any offense. But this is what they do, is that now people decide to get the pitchforks out and be like, you weren't offended, but you're a bitch because you weren't offended.
Let me tell you why I'm not trying to stir it up. The picture I'm trying to paint is that where you're at mentally and how you see shit in your world
4D chess,
is totally different to how we take what you say. And the people
but actually, the fact that I made a joke and that nobody got offended by it besides the people who were in the comments.
He didn't hear you.
But that proves that actually there was no offense because I even explained, I doubled back and said, hey, it's awkward because I made this joke and you didn't hear me. And so nobody laughed. Except I explained it to him and he still didn't give a because it was obviously a joke.
Listen.
And friends can joke around with each other.
He's not your fucking friend. Y'all just met each other.
We might not be at full friend status yet, but
I believe that if he would have heard you initially, he would have reacted another way.
I don't think so. I think we would have got that it was a joke.
No. You want to call him?
I don't care.
This a call him. Now, do I think you was playing in your own twisted ass way? Yeah. You burnt out like that. This is why I don't pay you no attention when you saying gay shit.
I think everybody should be able to make jokes about everything, including their children, including HIV, STDs, illegal immigration, cancer.
You can't make jokes about that. So if somebody says my sister died of breast cancer, you gonna make a joke about the breast?
If the joke was good enough, then I think it would be acceptable.
See, you're fucked up in the head, bro.
Why?
Some of these things, it's just you can't joke about it.
I have a bunch of family members who died from cancer.
Yeah, okay.
I don't think cancer is off limits as far as something you can make a joke about.
So if your aunt died of cancer, you would joke with your uncle about his wife dying of cancer?
No, I'm talking about just joking about cancer in general. Like as if there was some joke that was about cancer and it was funny, and then someone's aunt died of cancer, that joke could still be funny outside of the fact that you personally dealt with the trauma of somebody dying from cancer.
So hypothetically speaking, your aunt dies of breast cancer, right? Would you tell your uncle, well, how long did you expect her to live with a rotten breast? With a rotten tit?
I mean, it's not funny, but if it was funny, I can imagine it being funny.
And you would say it. Some shit is just off limits. Is anything off limits to you?
Not if it's funny. I think as long as it's actually funny, then you should be able to joke about anything.
Okay, so you do know, right? On some real shit. Now, hear me when I say this. I got to respect what you're saying about you because it's you. Mm-hmm. You're saying as long as it's funny, it's not off limits, although somebody may be offended by it. Okay, so that says that if it's funny that somebody beating the shit out of you and slugging you with a hammer, that's not off limits either. That's funny, right?
No,
because some people may take that as being funny.
Let's do the actual example of this. Let's say that tomorrow I'm leaving here and I get jumped and they beat the shit out of me with hammers.
Yeah, some people may think it's funny.
Are we no longer able to make jokes about someone getting beat up and attacked with hammers? No. That's still something you could potentially joke about. Now, would it be funny if immediately after I was beaten with hammers and I'm in the hospital, if Donnie hopped on Instagram and said, LOL, Adam got beat with hammers? No, that probably wouldn't be funny.
That's what you let happen to 4 extras. You just, see?
What?
That's what you let happen to 4 extras.
How?
You let Gumby sit here and say what he said about, they called him like, they said some crazy shit. I don't know what they said, nubby and some shit.
Let me explain it to you in a way that I think you can understand.
No, bro. See,
do you understand the concept of a platform?
No, I get all that.
Like when you get on, what social media are you primarily on? Instagram. When you get on Instagram and you say something crazy and you get out of pocket, nobody looks at Mark Zuckerberg and says, how dare you let this person be on your platform saying these terrible things?
They report it.
Well, some people might report it, but I don't think anybody actually thinks that Mark Zuckerberg is nobody's ever gone to Mark Zuckerberg and said, why do you continue to allow Wack 100 to say things that he does on social media? Now, when I say that, I'm saying Gumby on here making jokes about Forever, I view it the same way. It may be a platform that I own, but I, except for extreme cases, don't feel like it's my job to litigate speech.
You get beat with a hammer. Okay. You get beat with a hammer. Beat you with a hammer. You in the hospital and they go fucking put up a post of somebody hammering a nail and tag your wife and say, how's your day? Would you think that
sounds like the kind of joke that absolutely people would make.
And do you think that would be appropriate?
I don't think that I have any room to tell random people on the internet what they can and can't joke about.
Saying. I said, do you think
if it was my close friend, okay, yeah, I think that's inappropriate. That's not really what a friend would do.
Do you think you and 4Xs were close friends?
I would say that he had basically told me that we were very close friends.
No, what he told you. See, there go the problem, y'all.
I think we were friends.
I'm asking you, how
very
did you...
close friends. Now you're kind of getting into the territory I might not be comfortable with.
That's you and Brick Baby. You and Brick Baby because y'all did gay shit sometimes.
Yeah, sure.
Okay, so you think he took it a little more...
Whoa. Oh my God. He said, very close friends because you and Brick Baby did gay shit sometimes. And he said, yeah. That's crazy, bruh. That's crazy, man.
Serious than you did.
If he thought that we had the kind of friendship that meant that I wasn't going to have a conversation with him blowing one of his appendages off on the podcast, if he thought that that was the extent of our friendship, he was confused because I don't really have that kind of friendship with almost anybody. We talk about the news on here, and I'm even down to talk about
people up here.
Huh?
Josh or Remo, maybe.
What about them?
Them probably Mikey. I think your close friends are the people that's really a part of the internal workings of your business.
Yeah, probably.
Everybody else is expandable.
I prefer for my close friends to really not have anything to do with No Jumper. Ideally, that would be great. I used to have all my when I first started, it was I'm going to hire all these people that I'm friends with. And as time goes by, you find that it's actually a lot better to employ people that are not, that don't feel like they have that sort of relationship with you. Now, do I feel like I have friendships with a lot of people who work here? Yeah. But also, I don't want it to become so close that they feel like they can manipulate and take advantage of me.
Now, if it's what's good for the group, what's good for you is good for them too, right? So if you say slick shit about them that you think nothing wrong with it, they can say slick shit back. Can they say slick shit back to you in the same lane?
Okay, y'all. I'm going to get up out of here. But go ahead. Press the thumbs up. Go ahead. Press the notification bell so you get every time I upload something. And go ahead and subscribe to the channel. And actually, my Cash App is down yonder. So you can see it scrolling across the screen. Donate and make the channel better again. Clout Couch, where the culture sit down and speak up, y'all. So let's go. Let's get it. I'm out. See y'all later.
Y'all already know what it is. The couch don't lie, and we don't hold back. Camera clicks, bass drop. Welcome to the motherfucking Clout Couch. Clout Couch. Clout Couch. Talk that clout. Talk that clout. Talk that clout, sit down, let it out. Everybody got a mic, but they quiet in the drought. We don't do cap, we don't do scripts. Clout Couch, hot takes, talk real, not clip. From the trap to the TikTok trends, we the voice in the back that don't play pretend. No filter, no fake, no off switch here. You say it from the couch, the whole net gon' hear. Talk that clout. Talk that clout. Yeah, we viral on the gram and the streets gon' vouch. Pull a mic hot, better watch that mouth. Every guest leave shook when they hit this couch. Clout Couch. Clout that clout. Clout that clout. Clout Couch. Where culture sits down and speaks up.